life and shit. Yeah, damn near, you know what I mean, confessing they sins and shit. That should be funny as fuck, bro.
For
That should be
real.
hilarious.
They tell you everything, nigga. You hear everything when you a driver, man. People just come in, they wait to unload. Like, all right, he go. It ain't gonna be
Mm-hmm.
$100 an hour for this. He can't judge me. He ain't gonna never see me again. I'm about to lay my whole life on this motherfucker. In eight
Bro,
minutes,
sometimes
8 minutes, I know a nigga whole life story.
swear to
Hey,
God, bro.
I'm gonna tell
Sometimes
you,
I'll
man.
be like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker to talk.
Hey, I tried doing Uber way back in like 2017, I think it was like early 2017. But that shit ended real quick because I think I picked up like four drunk white dudes, and I was like, nah, I ain't doing this shit no
Mm,
more.
that's bad for top.
Yeah,
That's,
I couldn't do it, but I mean, more power to those who do. It is a business. I applaud anybody who's about their paper. Nothing wrong with that. But Happy New Year, gentlemen. Welcome back. This is the God year because according to the 5%ers, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7, which is the number that represents God. So happy God year. Glad that you guys made it. And we back. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the motherfucking like button. I appreciate it. It's like wiping your feet before you come across my threshold. And I know you got home trained. Anyway, man, oh man, the year how was 2020 for 2022 for you guys? You want to quickly summarize your year?
good riddance. That was quick. That
Uh,
was quick.
that was quick. It was quicker than 2022. What about you, bro?
Shit, man. Shit was cool, man. Shit. Shit, nothing crazy happened. Nothing too wild. Just maintaining. Ain't nothing. It's just another day, man. 22, 23. It don't matter. Every day is a new day to live. But they say you live every day, you die once, man. This year shit don't really mean nothing if you really think about it.
That boy roll
Hey,
high. He
to
sound high right.
Nah.
Say,
that's hilarious.
when I'm there with you, I'm like, yes, yes, he's preaching. This man's high. Got to be.
Yo, y'all hilarious, man. 2022 was real interesting, man. We lost a lot of people. Um, Rest in peace to young Takeoff, senseless death. Another tragedy. But like we were saying before we went live, we as black people are very serious about not being very serious. I've said that before. And I've also stated that it's not an original quote. It comes from Dr. Kamal Kanban. Used to teach here in Raleigh, North Carolina, at St. Aug back in the day. Had a bookstore over off Pool Road where he hosted some of our great thinkers like Dr. John Herod Clark. Rest in peace. 2023 has started out kind of fucked up so far, you know, considering first and foremost, I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Gangsta Boo from 3 6 Mafia was found unresponsive, later pronounced dead at
Yeah.
the age of 43. I'm pretty sure that you guys grew up with 3 6 Mafia. They didn't come out till shit. I can't even remember when I first heard them, but it was well after I had already started listening to hip hop. But rest in peace to her. Condolences to her family. We also lost Anita Pointer of the Pointer Sisters from a famous song "Jump for My Love." I don't know if you guys ever heard that song before, but they were famous back in the '80s. Three beautiful black sisters, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be missed. They also had that song you probably heard it on like maybe an Eddie Murphy movie or some like old Danny Glover Lethal Weapon movies. They had another song that was real popular back in the '80s called "I'm So Excited." But my mom and my grandmother, and my aunties, they all used to listen to old school R&B like the Pointer Sisters. Rest in peace to Miss Anita Pointer, y'all. And like Rose said, man, you die once, but you live every day, so live it to the max. My only suggestion is, don't abuse other people when you're doing it. Anyway, tonight we want to kick it off with the Tatester, the big Tater. Recently in the news, he's been arrested. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Oh shit, man. It's two thoughts, you know. If just from the outside looking in, if he is who he say he is, you know, that's messed up. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they really be coming after the boy, and he ain't said nothing like too crazy. You know, sometimes he be trolling a little bit, but he ain't never said nothing, in my opinion, that's just like outrageous to where like, oh, we should cancel him and do all of this other shit. But I don't, you know, I don't know about all the conspiracies or what's going on, what's not going on, because to be honest, we don't know who people really are on the outside of the internet. I don't think he would do anything like that, but you know, shit, it could be some deeper shit to the story. I don't fucking know. I try not to get too invested into what they got going on, but if I'm just looking at him and the way he talk, and you know how he talk about the Matrix, you know, I can see that, because on the internet they do try to cancel you if you ain't saying what they want to say, or you know, like you get blocked from the algorithm, all that. I done seen that shit with myself, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't really know what to think. I don't think he comes off as a guy that would do some shit like that, but you know, I don't know him personally.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I agree with you on that because with the amount of exposure, the amount of influence, taking in consideration the things that he's saying, how it makes people respond, and considering that not only he's I mean he's a well recognized figure for lots of people, especially like people who into like MMA type sports and stuff like that, because that's part of what makes him famous. And I'm not saying that it's impossible, but from my point of view, it would be just the dumbest thing in the world for him to do, and
right,
and then to get accused of and possibly convicted of, considering the thing, just the things that he's had to say. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I mean, the man's he's a brilliant businessman. For all we know, it could be marketing. You know what I'm saying?
it could be a skit. You never know this internet shit. He could have hired them motherfuckers to say, "See, we
That's
about
what
to."
I mean. He
It
is
could
in
be all kind of
Romania.
shit. I don't trust the internet. I don't think he like
Hey,
that, but I don't
he
trust the
he
internet like that.
he is in Romania, and from what I understand, that's a country where you could bribe the officials. So I don't know what you think, Tom.
Uh, I think that's not the business that you like. As far as the illegal business he's being accused of, it's not the business that most you find the flashy guys participating in. You know what I mean? It brings too much attention to you. That's why you had like when you had like the Epstein, like nobody knew who that guy was for real, until you found out who he was. You know what I mean? Like a person in those type of businesses are names you household names versus what he did. You know, he went around damn near not begging for the attention, but requesting it in a way. You get what I'm saying? Like he was asking for the attention he got. And I'm not saying that make him innocent, but that's just kind of a weird behavior to move by. And he typically seems to be a person moving smarter than what he moving, but I don't know the
Mhm.
man for
Not
sure.
only that, but um, he's been known to have said, previously that you go through three stages, and the
Yeah,
first
I heard.
stage is they try to cancel you and try to shut you up, which we seen when he got all the social media canceled. And he said then they arrest you, which is what we're seeing now. And he said the third stage is they kill you. And I mean, what makes me think that it could possibly be staged is because I
It
I,
happens.
I, I would be wondering who and what the fuck is he giving his life up for, just to be a martyr? I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. Nonetheless, we're gonna check out a quick video of Mr. Tate right here speaking to some young ladies, and we gonna give some discourse about it, and y'all let us know what you think. We gonna let you know what we think.
Glitch in what way?
In the sense that women don't feel like they need men in the most physical sense. Perhaps
that's
like
right.
literally.
It's very interesting. Women don't feel like they need men in a physical sense because life is soft. And it's bullshit because you still need men by proxy, one. And two, the second life gets difficult, you very quickly learn how much you need men. But women will go, I'm independent, I don't need no man because I have an OnlyFans and men pay my OnlyFans. And if anyone comes up to me, I'll call a male police officer. I don't need men. Shut up. Of course you do. You just named your whole life is based on fucking men. The road you're driving on was paved by a man. The house you're living in was built by a man. The car you're driving was designed by a man. Your whole life depends on men. And the second anything bad were to happen to you, the second you were physically threatened, or times were to get hard, or war were to start, or famine, or riots, the first thing you do is find a big strong man, shit yourself, and throw the feminism out the window. Feminism goes out the fucking window the second that the snow needs shoveling, or there's a fucking broken down car, or the tire needs changing. Then all that crap vanishes. It's garbage.
I agree. It is garbage. And really, to be perfectly honest, what Andrew Tate just said in this video ain't nothing that I ain't been telling these niggas since 2019. I've been saying to niggas, yo, when these women say that they independent, you should question them up. You should question them about that. Because on one hand, they saying, I'm better than you. I'm so much better than you that I'm independent and I don't need you. Right? And then on the other hand, you know what I'm saying? When you say that you're independent, right? Then you got to show and prove that. And I have been saying what Andrew Tate just laid out at least since 2019. And I think that's probably, if I would have stuck to that, I could have been pretty popular on YouTube. But I mean, I know this shit is cap. What guys don't understand about women is they got audacity. The audacity that you gotta have to look in front. It's like a dog biting the hand of the motherfucker that feed him. And guys don't they also don't understand that when they encounter a woman and she being audacious like with women, like women are when they say I'm independent, you're supposed to immediately challenge that shit. She don't have to agree with you. She don't have to accept what you're saying, but you still should be challenging that. And the fact of the matter is that women can't even fucking exist without men because they all got fathers. Yes? No? I mean, am I making this shit up?
Yeah, you telling the truth. They came out the nest set. We all did.
Indeed. Not only that, but something else I noticed about this video is when he started talking, he was being very domineering, and them bitches was quiet. Because they can't argue with what the fuck he's saying. Because what he's saying is the unadulterated fucking truth. You wouldn't even have a car, lady, if it wasn't for some men or some group of men who not only imagined it, but then actually put pen to paper, designed the shit, and produced it. Because I don't know no women that ever invented no cars. Not one. Show me one. I don't know no women who lay asphalt and make roads. Please show them to me. I don't know no women who invented airplanes. They always are like in the helper position, the auxiliary position. And I think women don't like the fact that that's the position that they got to play. They want to be like us, which should tell niggas that we the shit. You understand what I'm saying? What you niggas think, man?
Well, I think this is what I hear, in my opinion. This is what I hear when they say I don't need a man. What they're really saying is I don't need a husband in the house. They need men. They obviously know that. But they're saying they don't need a husband in the house. Because, back in the day, the husband did everything. The husband did the plumbing. The husband fixed the roof. The husband fixed the car himself. The husband changed the tire. The husband did this. But now, since they can go get money, they don't necessarily need a man in the house. Like, they need men, but just not to live with them because they can get money and pay other men to come do all the shit that the husband used to do. So when they say I don't need a
That's
man,
still a man in a house. It's just not
I
their
mean,
particular man.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm quite sure that's what they're saying in their head. Like, I don't need a man. What they saying is I don't need a man to lay here with me every night. I don't need a man or a husband to get my tire fixed. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. That's what they mean when they say I don't need a man. They know they need a man, but they really talking about just a husband, literally, physically, one man in the house to get shit done. Like, if they have an apartment and the roof falls in, they don't need a husband technically to get that fixed. They need a man, but not a husband, because they could just call somebody and say, "Hey, come fix this shit."
Point taken, point made, point taken. And I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying. But here's where we talk about those fine lines. Okay, miss, you might not need a husband to fix your roof or a boyfriend, but you still gonna call a man. So to say that you don't need a man, because they're not saying, well, I don't need a husband, because see, that's something totally different. They're not saying, well, I don't need a boyfriend. They saying, I'm independent, which means you don't need nobody but yourself. Literally. That's what it means. That's what I'm saying. So women if that's the feeling that they have, then they should iterate it correctly. They should say, well, I don't need a husband, because then you can't, then you ain't gonna have no argument out of dudes. Because as long as if you could maintain your household by yourself and you don't need a husband or a boyfriend, then yes, I agree with you. But when you say you don't need a man, stop playing, bitch. You must be out your fucking mind. Matter of fact, you crazy. I don't even want to talk to you no more, because the shit that you just said don't make no logical sense whatsoever. That's impossible. I mean, if you think about it logically. Anyway. But those were some of the things that I noticed out of that video. Did you guys happen to notice anything else that I didn't point out?
No, but I was gonna say, but the flaw in that logic is the fact that you basically spend your life paying a man tax. Like, a lot of shit that like one thing you learn as a man is that some shit is better if you just do it yourself, because you're gonna get charged out the ass to do something that take 10 minutes, but they're gonna tell you it take an hour just to upcharge.
Facts. Charge you $3,000 for an oil change and shit.
God damn, nigga, what kind of oil is you putting in your shit?
Nah, but you know how mechanics be getting over on women, man. Like, cause they don't know shit about shit. Mechanic gonna get over on that bitch. It'll be a $100 job. They gonna charge her $500 because she don't know no better. Because usually that's
precisely one of the reasons why they need a husband or a boyfriend, because most dudes ain't even gonna give them that game. Oh, the mechanic probably overcharging you. Because me and my ex-girlfriend went through that situation before, and I already let her know before she went and took the car, because I wasn't able to be there to take it. You know what I'm saying? This go to him, say this, and this. If he says this, you say that. But don't let that motherfucker make you pay more than this, because that's all it costs. And see, women want no shit like that, because they're not in our world. They always try to invade our space, but they're not in our world like we're not in their world. A lot of intimate shit about how men do things, women don't know, apparently. But yeah, my bad, Ryan. I didn't mean to cut you off or nothing like that.
Shit, I done cut off Tone. My bad.
Speaking of cutting off motherfuckers, let's check out this next goddamn video clip, because this was gonna happen if you cut me off, motherfucker. Let's get to the motherfucking videotape.
There ain't no videotape, old ass nigga.
Right.
Videotape.
Underground foot racing.
Oh! Look at Rowan Tone out there at the gas station. Oh, no. Tone, get up. How you let little ass nigga named Ro knock you down like that?
Underground foot racing.
Yo, man, I like that video right there. That shit right there was real cool to me. Because when I was growing up, man, I won't lie and say that niggas didn't have guns and knives and shit like that. They did. But it's not like today. Today, everyone has a gun. They don't just have one, they have an average of 4. Like, who the fuck? Who you gonna use 4 guns on, motherfucker? Who you think you is? Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Predator? But this is how we used to get down back in the days, man. We have a disagreement because that's how it is between men. We not finna talk about it, argue about it, and be catty. We go get the swinging, and the best man wins. And then when you win, you get up, you shake the motherfucker hand. And what guys don't realize, man, is even if you get your ass whooped, the motherfucker go respect you if you fought him back. I don't know. Y'all a little bit younger than me, man. I know shit, Rose, where was you born? What, about 80, 85, 86, something like that?
85.
Okay, 85. And Tone was born in 95. 95. No, I was just playing. I think Tone was you born like 89, 90?
91. The year of the last real nigga.
Oh, wow. I can't tell by that video. Ro Stuck was sticking it to you, nigga. That's crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Nowadays, motherfuckers is going out like the young man Takeoff, man. And damn near innocent bystander. Niggas want their little 15 seconds of fucking fame, and then they got to go stand in front of that white man who they say ain't supreme over them, while he give them a life sentence for killing another black person over some stupid shit. Yeah. Now, if we could get back to this, man, I mean, it's wishful thinking at this point because, the gun genie has been let out the bottle. Once you let the genie out the bottle, you can't put him back in. I don't know what you guys think. Did you experience this growing up?
Yeah, definitely. But also, it's just like, you gotta really, like we talked about this before, you gotta really watch out for who you fight. Like, I grew up in the hood, a lot of niggas is from gangs, and if you like a regular nigga and you embarrass a gang member, they gonna fucking jump your ass. Like, they don't even believe in fighting fair. They call it a pack out. Like, oh shit, this nigga beat my ass in front of the hoes. I'm either gonna get the gun or I'm gonna go get all the homies to jump on you. So it's best to just like, don't fight unless you absolutely have to, and like don't get emotional and just like feed into that shit, because they ain't gonna never fight you fair. Like, that right there is rare. Even when I was growing up, that right there is rare. Like, it happened, but whoever lose, if that nigga's a buster, depending on your personality too. Because if you a chill nigga, and like for example, if a nigga like try to fight me, like something really wrong with him, because I'm not really a confrontational start some shit type nigga. So if you're gonna try to start a fight with me, I already know your tendency. You a bitch, because I know I didn't start it. So I know that you would be the type of nigga that'll probably get mad if I win. You come over here, start the fight with me, then I beat your ass, embarrass you in front of your homies, then you gonna try to get a nigga to jump me. And I know that's gonna be your fault, because I ain't going out here looking for trouble. Because the dudes that look for trouble are usually the ones, they even fucking press charges on you. Like, you got people like that. They'll start the shit and you'll react, and then they'll press charges on you for you reacting. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful who you fight. Like, don't be out here just fighting everybody unless you absolutely have to. Fuck what they got to say, all the words and shit, all the shit that they talk. Let them talk, because they not going to fight fair. Like, they not just going to give you a head up and just shake your hand and walk away, especially if you're not a troublemaker,
Right. You just walk away, pop the trunk. Yeah.
You shot out. You one of them. You ain't the last real nigga. You was born in the year the last niggas. But
every other nigga is memories. I'm the only one that's been touching me.
I know that's right. You shot the hell out, nigga. But for me, growing up, man, this was kind of like a rite of passage, man. Like, not that you was expected to fight, but if a motherfucker fuck with you, it was expected for you to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got my ass whooped before. Not like ass whoop, but like I've lost fights before. I've also won fights before, but never did I not stand up to a motherfucker. Cause I firmly believe, just like Ro was saying, you know, I don't give a fuck. Well, you can say whatever the fuck you want to about me. I don't care. I might even laugh at the shit. But if you put your hands on me, that's we in a whole nother conversation now. And that might not be a conversation you want to have because, you know, I mean, I understand how I could be. I could overdo shit sometimes. So, you know. But interestingly enough, bro, growing up here on the East Coast, it didn't happen until I want to say like from 2000 on, but we didn't really have like a whole bunch of gang shit like that. We got gangs over here, but like it's not as big as it is on the West Coast. And back in I want to say this was like 91, 92, me and this dude got into it over a female. Like I didn't get into it with him over a female, but she had dated him before I met her. And I guess he was going to intimidate me to stop fucking her. And that motherfucker rolled up on me, him and his homie. I whipped that motherfucker ass in front of the movie theater. He pulled out a gun on me. And then I whooped his ass some more. So, like, nigga, you gonna kill me? Oh, I'm ready to fuck you up. But it was an experience. I was young, man. I think I was probably like 15 or 16 years old. Not thinking.
Life, I don't know, man.
Yeah, my life could have been over 30 years ago. You know, niggas wouldn't even had the experience of fucking with Top on YouTube. But
Shit.
that's what it is, man. It be like that sometime, man. It's very
Shit, low key where I'm
unfortunate.
from, bro. Low key where I'm from, I've seen more old heads shoot somebody over a fight than young niggas. Like I seen like a young nigga get into it with an old head, and then like he sprayed his house.
Damn.
Like even like my uncle when he was 15, some grown nigga took his friend's shoe, and they went and fought him, and he went and got more grown niggas to fight the 15-year-old. That shit crazy, bro. Like,
Damn.
Bro, it's strange in Detroit, man. I've been there before.
and I think it's because like it's like they know that like they not about to whoop no young, like they think because you know how you be like, oh, you think because I'm old. No, they get old and lazy and get their ass whooped. They're like, I'm about to pop that nigga. You know what I mean? Like
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah, that shit is true, man.
Bro.
I can tell
Nobody
you
want to
though,
be,
the older you
huh?
get, the older you get as a man, the less inclined you gonna be to want to fight a motherfucker, unless you have to.
I mean, shit. If you really think about it, like, you know, you got to be smart too about picking your goddamn battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's say a nigga like me, shit, I'm about to get into it with a nigga like Gervonta Davis, tanking shit. Nigga, I know I ain't gonna win that fucking fight, so I'm gonna have to fight a little dirty on his ass. You gonna have to get hit with a pole or something, cause I know I ain't gonna win no head up. we gonna have to really get active out here. So you also got to be careful, you know, because I'm 37, 22-year-old nigga
Somebody
that
said we
been
gotta get
boxing.
active.
I'm 37, nigga. I know, nigga, these fucking 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds that be in the gym, nigga, got all this energy, probably whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm short. I ain't got too much reach, so I got to figure out how to even this motherfucking playing field. You know, so.
Rogo get on his Stewie and pull out a cannon. Like,
Nah,
nigga, you better
man.
quit it, nigga.
You fuck up a nigga shit.
What'd
What'd
you
you
say,
say,
Roby
Tom?
out there fucking up niggas' shins.
You fuck on a nigga shit.
Hey, I'm
You ain't gonna
gouging
hurt you, that
eyes,
shit
nigga.
gonna
I'm
hurt.
biting ears, nigga. I'm Mike Tyson, nigga. Anything to get this victory, because I know I ain't
This
gonna
nigga
win
said,
just
I'm
with the
Mike
hands, nigga.
Tyson.
With the hands
Wow.
straight up, you got more reach. I don't know, man. I gotta get up close. That's an uphill battle for me. So you really gotta do. That's why you gotta be careful who you fucking with, because you don't know who you fucking with. You know, you might
Yeah,
run
man.
into an MMA fighter, nigga, beat your shit in. You over here talking shit, because that shit happened too. You see that? I know you
Yeah.
done seen it before. A calm nigga, you know, nigga talking shit, nigga, I'll fuck you
That be
up.
me.
That nigga
That's
start
me,
hitting the
nigga.
keys. Oh, nigga,
That's what
fuck
I'm
your
saying.
shit
That's
up.
just what I said, bro. I'm the
That's
silly
me.
nigga. I'm
That's
the
me,
angry
nigga.
nigga. It
That's
happens so
me
fast.
right there. Like niggas, like I be just in my own world, minding my own business. Like I ain't never even spoke to niggas before. Niggas be like, I don't even like this nigga. Like, what the fuck did I do to you, yo?
Yeah, you cannot like, but to be disrespectful, that's when it happens. It's like as soon as the disrespect, it's like the dog come off the leash. Like fuck you say to me, bro. You know what I mean? Like I asked you nicely to move out of my way, but you decided you go do what you want to do. Okay, we ain't gonna talk no more. Bop right in your mouth. There we go.
Yeah, man, I had a crazy experience when I was in prison, man. This was oh man, this was probably like 95, 96, some shit like that. And some little nigga, for some reason he had a problem with me. And that nigga was able to convince another nigga to have a problem with me that I didn't even fucking deal with like that. That nigga swung on me. I fucked around, beat up both of them niggas on the yard. After that, I ain't had to worry about niggas fucking with me too much because it was like that nigga beat up two niggas. Man, I certainly had some life experiences. Certainly had some interesting life experiences, man. But anyway, anything in particular you guys want to share before I continue on? Anything pass over since the last time we broadcast? You guys think you should share, or people may be interested in knowing about?
Shit, nah, you can keep on going, man. Shit, I ain't got nothing interesting.
Yo, what about you, Tom?
Oh shit, ain't nothing really pop off this. Just besides the New Year shit. Other than that,
I
everything
mean,
been the same.
I know y'all seen the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lane shit.
Oh yeah, that shit weird,
Black
man. I
black
don't know.
black man just can't win, can he?
I don't even know
So
what
like
happened.
it's like a whole weird cycle now because they keep leaking shit and you can't tell who lying, who telling the truth. What the hell going on with it? Like I definitely felt like I didn't understand why they did them like that. But when they leaked
Mhm.
some of the shit the jury heard, I can see where they could steer, but it was still stuff in it that made me feel like that wasn't enough to convict him of it all. But like they
Mhm.
recently leaked his phone call where he apologizing for the night before and he was drunk and he would never do nothing like that. And I'm like, I can see where a jury of motherfuckers would be like, he did it. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
and some other shit that happened, but like I don't know. It's a lot of confusing shit, man. Because it's a lot of stuff that's being withheld, not talked about, and I guess that's where that whole not no snitching shit kind of fucks everybody.
Mhm. I can tell you, white people is the king of no snitching. Niggas just be
Yeah.
pretending for sure. But
Until,
yeah, I mean,
until
I didn't.
the problem succeeded.
I just get wind of shit like that. You know, the Tory Lane's Megan Thee Stallion thing. Because really, to be perfectly honest, man, I don't try to keep up with shit that I could consider to be quote unquote nigga shit. And to me, that's nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like two niggas performing in front of white people for me. Like, which nigga could be the most niggerly? You know what I'm saying? It's like we should be able to solve our problems amongst ourselves. Apparently, we can't. We need a mediator. But be that as it may, nonetheless. But on another note, I want to share a couple more videos with you guys. About three more before we get out of here. The next two is basically talking about trends, and I want to talk about these two particular videos. Here we go, right here. Boom. This again, both of these videos is from back in the 90s.
And the ring around it? See, that's what I said. Kay said she thought it was about.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'd never heard it. I'd never heard it said. I'd always seen the mark, but never heard it said. And then it sounded stupid when I said it. Violence at NBC.
I heard something being fun in the lunchroom the other week.
There it is. Violence at NBC GE.com. I mean,
well, Allison should know.
What is internet anyway?
Internet is that massive computer network, the one that's becoming really big now.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
No, a lot of people use it and communicate. I guess they can communicate with NBC writers and producers. Allison, can you explain what internet is?
No, she can't say anything in 10 seconds or less.
Oh, Allison will be in the studio shortly. What does it mean?
It's a giant computer network made up of started from.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us what this was.
It's like a computer billboard.
It's not a net. It's a computer billboard, but it's nationwide, and it's several universities and everything all joined together.
Right.
And others can access it.
Right.
And it's getting bigger and bigger all the time.
It came in really handy during the quake. A lot of people, that's how they were communicating out to tell family and loved ones they were okay because all the phone lines were down.
I was telling Katie,
but you don't need that. You don't need a phone line to operate internet. No.
And the ring.
Now, why I think this video and the next one that I'm gonna show is important is because of trends. TRENDS, trends. Now, I remember back in the 90s when email first came out. I was around when you used to have to put the America Online disc in the CD-ROM to play it, and we had the old phone modems that made all of the pinging and different telephone tone sounds to even get on the internet. So I was around before the internet came about, at least what we know of as the internet today, because the internet actually started, I want to say maybe in the mid to late 60s is when the foundations of it was being put together. But the reason why I'm showing this video and the next one is because back in the 90s when the internet was first being adopted by people, you could see or you could hear from what these folks had to say. They didn't understand what the fuck they was what they was talking about. And that's not that to point out that it's a bad thing, but you guys hear me talk about Bitcoin and crypto all the time. And first I want to make a distinction that Bitcoin is not the same as all of the other cryptos. It's totally different. It's in a class by itself. It's like the internet for money. And the reason why I'm pointing this out to you is because if you could have invested in the internet, in the underlying protocol in 1994, and you held that investment until today, could you imagine how wealthy you would be? That's kind of like how I work with Bitcoin. And just like I see that people don't understand Bitcoin and crypto today is not different from what I see and hear in this video and actually experienced in the 90s when, the internet, people thought the internet was just a fad. They thought of the internet kind of like how they thought of rap music. That shit's only going to be around for 5 years. What can we use it for? Now it's ubiquitous and you use it for everything. Alexa? No, let me stop playing. I don't got no Alexa. What you guys think? Because I'm pretty sure at least Tone, for the most part, has only known a world with the internet.
That's not true.
No, you said you was born in 91, so you'd have been around before as the internet was getting adopted. So it wasn't widely used in 91. But trust and believe, it was in use by a small group of people at the time. But now, like you see, everybody uses it.
I remember.
Any thoughts in regards to what you guys know about crypto, Bitcoin, and can you see the relation or the point that I'm trying to make?
I get what you're saying. The internet was a lot when it first started, it was just a way to look at shit. Like basically, like they said, it was like a digital billboard. It was a way to send messages from send stuff from one person to another, long distance or whatever. Kind of like they used to do with the owls and shit, or eagles.
Message in the bottom.
Right, exactly. So like, nobody thought it would do anything beyond that, and it became pretty much most people's worlds now. Most people spend 95% of the time on the internet. They spend more time on the internet than they do with their kids.
So this is a question to both of y'all. So would it be accurate to say that at least some of the times that people are unable to see the trends before they actually become a trend, and a lot of
Almost,
people are often late comers.
yeah, most definitely.
Johnny come latelys, and I think that's why I keep hitting so hard about Bitcoin, because the same adoption curve that the internet got, Bitcoin got. It's actually outpacing the adoption of the internet by a lot,
Right.
like twice as much. And right now, people look at Bitcoin, they say, "Oh, it was 69,000. It's 16,000 now." Yeah, well, it started from zero,
Yeah.
and the
And it
trend,
always
the
has to
trend,
take one out and then
yeah,
jump all the way back up real fast.
and not only that, but the trend, even though it's down now currently, but the trend is up and to the right. And if you know, like I know, I mean, I'm pretty sure, especially you, Ro, because you drive for a living. What you seen them gas prices do over 2022? How they was out there? How them gas prices was out there acting?
Oh, they was getting crazy. Shit got up to about $7, $8 at one point. So shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this ahead of time. Be looking for the motherfuckers to get back up that high in the next 5 years, and they probably gonna stay that high too.
That's gonna be the norm for everybody.
That's gonna be the norm. Now you just seen a preview of it, and a lot of people don't see right now the use case. A lot of people in America don't see the use case for Bitcoin. But if you was in Venezuela, you would understand the fucking use case. You understand what I'm saying? When they throwing money in the street because it's worthless. That's the end fate of the dollar. Now you might not know it. It might not even happen in my lifetime. Because if you was to take Japan as an example, they've been increasing the money supply for 30 years. But just here recently, they had to take their 10-year bond yield up from 0.25 to 0.5. And what happened as a result? Gold shot up over $1,800. Because the Japanese yen, even though you hear these rappers talk about it, make it all popular, it's really just a trading currency. It's not a currency you hold, and accumulate to get rich. That's why I laugh at motherfuckers when I see them holding money phones. Like, that's not real wealth. That's linen and cotton.
Pretty
Well,
fucking much.
shit, all I know is like, I don't know. I'm just type of person. I don't like to try to look too far ahead into the future. I just know shit, whatever happens, I'm gonna fucking adapt either way. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have never pictured the day to where we just needed so much of the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to getting a paper check in the mail and going to cash that shit. I wouldn't think that I would be able to get paid every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I adapted. The world changed and I'm gonna change with it. I mean, that's all you can really do, because you really don't know what for sure is gonna happen. Just like they was making that video, they probably could never pictured life being this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that did, more power to them. But I know I'm gonna be good regardless, because I'm just gonna adapt. Whatever comes, comes. Like, I'm gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I just focus on that. Like, I'm gonna be good
I,
either
I
way.
I agree with you on one point, and that point is that you can't predict the future, because in a roundabout way, that's kind of what it sounds like you're saying to me. However, you can spot trends, for those who have the eyes to see it. Like a lot of people, and speaking of that, we go get into I'm gonna queue up this next video, but a lot of people don't see trends before they happen. And then they happen, and people say, well, damn, I remember when. You know, like I remember when Facebook wasn't shit. Imagine if you could have bought Facebook stock at pennies. Now, you ain't know the motherfucker was going to blow up like it did, but imagine that you just made a small investment. You'd be wealthy right now. But let's get into this second video because
Hey, why should I be on the internet?
Why?
Well, by the time we're in college, the internet will be our telephone,
Television.
shopping center, and workplace.
And it's already got more stuff in it than you could possibly imagine. In less than an hour, you can
Visit the planet Jupiter, take a tour of the Sistine Chapel,
do research on the rainforest,
get soccer scores for a team in Italy, chat with a friend in Australia, and I even found a recipe for cat food cupcakes. It is as much a part of the future as we are. Shouldn't everybody be on the internet? Yes!
what I think is important about that video is that
They didn't tell
when it
none of
comes
the nigga kids about the internet. I noticed that.
you shot the hell out. That's very true, and is glad that I'm glad that you actually pointed that out. But what I was going to say is that the mistake that one of the things I want to say is the mistake that we make as Black people is we don't prepare our children for what possibly could come in the future, and that's because we too busy out here, shooting each other and stealing from one another. But what do you expect when you put guinea pigs, in a confined space and give them limited resources to fight over? What do you think is going to happen? You show me the incentive. You show me the incentive. I'll show you the outcome. But again, what another thing that was important to me about this video is that when you impress upon the youth a new technology that's revolutionary and is going to be beneficial to a lot of people, you the reason why you pass it off to the youth like a handoff is because they're the ones who are going to build the future. And that's another reason why we as Black people, we still in the same position that we've been in, because we don't teach our kids to build any kind of future, because we don't give them a future to look forward to, in my estimation. I could be wrong, though. And again, here's another example of how you have a new technology like Bitcoin, like crypto, that come out, and you have people saying, hey, man, this is going to be the future. And you got a whole swath of the population that is completely ignorant to it. And then 10 years down the road, they wonder why they didn't buy Bitcoin at $16,700, and it's now $10 million a coin. And they can't buy it. But, that's all I wanted to say about those particular two videos. Any comments from you gentlemen?
I was gonna say it's hard to look at the future when you always concerned about tomorrow and the next day, and like you're not really focused on two years from now. Black people mostly are stuck in that state of survival, and we don't know how to. Even when we get money, we don't know how to switch out of that. It's still become about survival instead of about, okay, what can I create with my resources? So like they don't have the time to teach their kids that, because they so caught up in the now. And how do I feed this kid? And how do I make sure this kid get to tomorrow? How do I make sure he gets to 2 weeks from now? And they're not even thinking about what this kid is going to do with their future, because they caught up. Most parents, especially nowadays, are caught up in now. And when they're not focused on how do I help these kids pay bills, it's like, all right, how do I find some semblance of sanity to make it through tomorrow? And a lot of parents not willing to take that sacrifice that it's going to take in order to be like, okay, let me sadly might have to put that sanity to the side in order to say, here, this is how you paved the way for your kids.
Indeed. I agree with you 100%. And I'd even go a step further and say that the reason that we don't have time to focus on anything meaningful or constructive, or the reason why we stuck in the survival mode, could be traced directly back to racism and what white folks are doing to prevent us from being able to do those things. But of course, when I say something like that, it falls mostly on deaf ears because, niggas don't like to be honest about what's actually happening to us. And we damn sure don't speak accurately about it. And too many of us got white friends and, unfortunately, white spouses and white parents. But it is what it is, and you do the best that you can.
I didn't know I heard Andrew Tate was black. I didn't know that.
I think that I think that one of his parents may be white.
His dad is black for sure.
And
black,
because if I'm not mistaken, he was like born and raised in England.
Yeah, but his dad is from somewhere else in the United States. Then he went black from England. His dad was a black chess player.
Okay. Well, then that would mean that his mom she's either a white woman or a non-black, non-white woman. Because I don't think he got two white parents. If I'm not mistaken.
Not at all. You see a picture of
I mean, two black parents.
Black, like black American black, like not just like he black.
He don't think he got two black parents.
Huh?
He meant to say he don't got two black parents. He don't think he got two black parents.
I corrected. I corrected myself. Yeah, I corrected myself. But I appreciate it. Before we get out of here, we gonna get to this last video, and I thought that it was important, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, but we gonna watch the motherfucker anyway.
If I'm too masculine around you, it's simply because I'm not for you. You're not the man for me, and I'm not the woman for you, because women naturally submit to men that they feel safe and comfortable around. If I can't let my guard down around you, of course I'm going to be masculine. Women do not want to be masculine. We just do not want to keep putting our feelings into empty hands.
If she's around a man that she's not interested in, she's going to be masculine. But if she gets around a man that she is interested in, she's going to be feminine. She's being feminine because she's trying to appease the man that she likes. Appeasing is simply what women do in order to get what they want. So the actual true person who she actually is when she's around somebody that she can't get anything from. She is 1000% masculine, but she'll get with a dude that she wants to get with and act like she's feminine. But the day y'all get married or have a baby together, next thing you know, you got a crazy baby mama and you have no idea how you got there.
I know how you got there. She gave you a shot of that pussy. You ain't know how to get away from it because you was thinking what you did. But she does have a point, and I think a lot of guys miss it. When these chicks act masculine around you, they don't like you. It's very simple. Because I'm just speaking about me and my own experience. You could take it or leave it. Think it's a lie, or you could believe it. One or the other. But I've never had an experience with a female that I wanted to get with that acted masculine with me like that. But I'm not running around like a lot of you niggas hollering at 2 and 3 and 4 and 500 women in a month. No. My motherfucking hit percentage is 100%, nigga, because I only fuck with bitches that I know that like me. The rest of them, I ignore. I keep trying to tell you niggas to take a play out of the female playbook. That's how they operate. They fuck with the niggas that they like, and they ignore the rest of you. Why should you do it? Because women do it? No, it's actually very effective. Keeps you from wasting a lot of your time. But another point made is, what this guy said is it's possible that she could be feminine with you and still have the masculine ways about her and do a bait and switch if y'all get married. That's possible.
Mhm.
But if you the kind of guy that she could be feminine around, you know, because you and your masculine, you don't allow her to be masculine around you, I don't think you have too much to worry about, you know, as far as bait and switch go. But I don't know. What you guys got to say in regards to this video we just seen? What you think? I know y'all done had some masculine bitches.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like I said, I done been on both sides of the coin, but like, if you carry yourself like a man, she can't bait and switch you. Because if she know you ain't gonna give a fuck. Like she gonna know, like, all right, I don't give. If I have a baby, get married to him, like I can switch it up on him. But this nigga ain't gonna give a fuck. He's still gonna leave. So let me not even try that with him. Because when you carry yourself a certain way, and they get around you enough, they know, like, oh man, I can't do that to him because he not gonna give a fuck. Like I could try to switch it up, but there's a good chance that that nigga go walk out the door with nothing lint in his pocket before he let me disrespect me, you know? Like so you just have to carry yourself like that, you know, because I had a point where I thought they was all like that. Oh, these women just masculine. Nah, they pick and choose who they be that shit with. It's like I would tell you talking to a chick, nigga, she sweet, nice to me, but I done heard her on the phone talking to other niggas like they fucking crazy. But she ain't never did that to me ever. Ever, cause she already know, cause I already told her like you're not gonna talk to me like that. Don't call me nigga, and I don't even like girls calling me nigga. Don't call me nigga. I say that shit from day one. So, and then once they start to get to know my character and get to know like that I respect myself and I'm not about to deal with certain shit, they don't even fucking try it. Otherwise, I just won't talk to him no more. And some of them will leave. They'll see like, oh, this nigga's smart. He's intelligent. He ain't going for it. I'm not talking to him no more. And that's cool with me. Don't talk to me. I don't want you to talk to me. You know,
But you
like
see,
go ahead.
what you did right there. What you did right there is an example of being a leader. Is leading the female by your actions. Because you don't always got to say shit out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you conduct yourself. Just like you said. And a lot of these dudes, they conduct themselves wrong to begin with because they picked the wrong bitch. Tone, what's your opinion? I know you got one.
I mean, I agree. Like, it ain't really too much to say outside of what he said. You know, most of these bitches, I won't call them bitches. Most women, women, it's like how a dude gonna act the way that he gonna act to get what he wants, and they just doing the same thing. Like, if it's not what you want, you're not gonna, you're not gonna be happy about it, and you're not gonna act like you're happy about it because you're not. They the same way. You know what I mean? But like, I think the thing that dudes kind of mess up on is like, how do I word it? They think that like, oh, that's just how they act. It's cool. Like they think that their behavior is cute, and it not only like certified. So to them, that's a tactic that work for men. Period. Not just for the type of man that you are, but it works for men. Period. So they try it on all of them. If like you did the same thing to catch a rabbit, you gonna keep doing the same thing. And if all you ever caught was rabbits, and you see a pig, you gonna try and catch the pig the same way you was catching the rabbits because all you know how to catch is rabbits.
That's a very good analogy, sir. I mean, that's so easy a fifth grader should be able to understand it. But, you know, obviously niggas don't understand. But that's what we here for. To try to help you niggas understand. And with that, we gonna give our final thoughts. Tone, row. Don't matter, make a difference which one of y'all go first. And make sure you let the people know how they get in contact with you. If you got any shows or anything coming up soon or not.
Oh shit. Shit, just to piggyback off what Tone just said, I'll close with that. Like the same way Tone was just talking about, like, yeah, you know, they think that shit is cute. Like they only think that shit is cute the same way women do. Like, it's only because that's a girl that they want to fuck with. If a little ugly chick that you ain't attracted to had a bad attitude, you gonna be like, "Oh, you dumbass bitch, get the fuck out my face! I ain't talking to you. Block your number. Don't follow me." You gonna do all of that shit. But if she cute enough, she can get away. She got a little bit more rope. You know what I'm saying? Than the other chick, you know what I'm saying? And we do the same shit. And I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, like people gonna get what they get. Like, we all out here just trying to get something out of somebody, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't gotta be a snake about it, be real about it. But you know, that's just what we do. It's not even just a woman thing. It's a human nature thing, you know. It's just some niggas go about shit the wrong way. As a man, you should just say exactly what you want. You know, women, let them do try to do the manipulation and all that shit. But as a man, you like, nope, this is what I want. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like, this is what I want. I'm telling you from day one, this is what I want. If you don't do this, then fuck it. You know, no disrespect. I wish you well in the future and all that, but I want it to be like this. See, women, they more play a little game because they trying to see which dudes is gonna go for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take a girl on a date, for example, you know, she might just want to fuck you on a DiGiorno pizza at the crib. But shit, if you gonna offer a steak and lobster first, shit, I'm gonna play my role and act like I didn't want to give you the pussy so I can get the steak and lobster first. Shit,
Shit,
why not?
nigga, I'm trying to get some goddamn steak and lobster too, nigga.
Now that she done got the steak and lobster, she can never go back to being a DiGiorno bitch. In her mind.
and that's your fault because you done fucked it
And
up. She wanted
it's
DiGiorno.
your
She was
fault.
cool with it.
It's your fault as the man, but y'all stay blaming these motherfucking women. I don't disagree that women got their own brand of bullshit going on. We all recognize that. But as a man with logic, you should be able to out logic females so that you don't have to deal with the bullshit. Nah,
And then look at this too.
instead you niggas, you go spend $200 on a passport, then you go spend another $2,000 to fly 15 hours. When you got 150 million bitches right here in America. Well, let's say 75 million adult ones that you can fuck. That's a lot of hoes. And I call them bitches, but I don't mean nothing bad by it. Anyway,
I was gonna say, ain't
go
nothing
ahead.
wrong with being a DiGiorno bitch. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna take you to go get steak at some point if I fuck with you like that.
True indeed.
And that's how you know I fuck with you like that. Like, okay, if a girl say she didn't do nothing and you just took her out to go get steak and whatever, yada yada yada, in her mind, you trying to manipulate her, and in a way, you are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
trying to bait.
So to her, okay, he willing to do this, and I ain't did nothing yet. Let me act like I like him and see what else I can get. Versus bro, DiGiorno sometimes slap just as much as a regular fucking pizza from anywhere else.
Oh, everything.
So
everything.
Hey man, I done fed women peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, nigga. So, you know, they be lucky if they even get DiGiorno fucking with me until I know you like
This
that.
nigga
And I
Top
really
always
fuck with
talking shit. I done fed her peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Nigga, I done fed her just peanut butter before
I
because
made
I
her
had
eat
no
the other
bread for that
the
bitch. She got a cracker and peanut butter. She gonna lick the peanut butter off my mouth. Cause I'm Top, nigga. I'm that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you get nothing. Calm your ass down.
You got there right, nigga. Ask your auntie. Anyway, man, thanks for being here again another week, gentlemen. Again, happy new year. Love the ones that you with, love the ones that's close to you, your friends, your family, because we only here for a limited amount of time, man. It's the only commodity that we got that you can't get more of. And every day that you live, you actually get closer to dying. Also, know how to spot and recognize trends when you see them, because once upon a time there was no YouTube, and now, like the internet, it's very ubiquitous. And for all you goofy ass niggas out there, learn how to, understand women better than you do, because your lack of understanding leads you into insanity. You niggas sound just like these motherfucking women. I remember when they was getting flued out. Now y'all flued out. I mean, what the fuck? Is this a contest of monkey see? Is this a contest of monkey see, monkey do? You know, because she did it, I'm going to do it too. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all motherfuckers marinate on with my man Gamaliel. Follow. Because that's what she's supposed to do. That's what she is, a help me. Women are followers by nature. Until next week, nigga. Holla back. Peace.
Peace.
Focus on your goals. Don't go down that road. That'll lead you to regret. Time is what you sold. And that's the most valuable asset to have. You see it in your vision, reach out and grab it. Don't let these women bring you to your worst. If she ain't chasing you, then you make her work. If she ain't breaking bread, tell me what's her worth. Pussy come in packs, I just need that purse. Got my niggas riding, it's a few select. Kings rising higher than what you expect. It's the beam effect. I'm talking straight lasers. Lazy beta males make a bitch turn off her data. We don't people please, we give them what they need. I don't cater to your wants, I only want for me. We don't run off emotions, we think and strategize. Create spectacles in public, let them fantasize. Keep striving till they follow. Keep grinding till they follow you. Stay focused till they follow. And one day they gon' follow you. Keep striving till they follow. Keep grinding till they follow you. Stay focused till they follow. And one day they gon' follow you. Mind working different, fuck who acting distant. Let me focus on myself until I'm back in business. Bro, keep your head up until my next visit. By the time you step out, my nigga, we gon' be counting different. Time to take a chance, nigga, shit, I owe myself. While I'm living in this moment, I'ma love myself. Since I want more, a nigga gotta dream bigger. Daydreaming with a cup, thinking about the past. But only cause the future that I want could've been had. I was caught up in my feelings, should've been caught up in that bad. And I don't blame nobody, cause I still gotta get it. These hoes gon' pop they pussy, throw your mind up off your vision. Stay with the grind, don't waste no time, not hard to pay attention. Stay on your line, to feel your mind, regardless of who tripping. Always watching they actions they never lie. I know it's hard to swallow, but we don't need to follow, we lead. Keep striving till they follow. Keep grinding till they follow you. Stay focused till they follow. And one day they gon' follow you. Keep striving till they follow. Keep grinding till they follow you. Stay focused till they follow. And one day they gon' follow you.
As men, we gotta have a definite purpose. We must have a mission to fulfill that mission. You must lead. If you're dealing with a woman, she must know that you are the leader. She must follow. In this day and age, these women want to be the leader. They govern off emotions, so how the fuck can you lead when you govern off emotions? Never let a woman lead. You must lead the woman. If she don't want to do that, you gotta let her go. Get you a team.
Keep striving till they follow.
Y'all put together the scenes. You gotta achieve the dream.
Stay focused till they follow. And one day they gon' follow.
Yeah.